वो उन्हें से पहले जो मत यूज करो जो पहले पिन निकल जाता है बोलते हैं मत यूज करो खाली यही लगाओ उसको और इसी का कॉन्सेप्ट को तो बना क्या है सी एन एच Evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you all today?
Ready for your talk.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon. How
Just
are you?
wait. All fine, waiting. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Very good. Just waiting to hear you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Rajini. Okay, so anybody has seen the case? Anybody wants to give some suggestions, some anything, anything at all? Or we'll run through the case and then you all can give some suggestions.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Okay. We keep the case a little earlier, so at least you can, read it. And this we gave a easy enough remedy in which we commonly use. So we're hoping that you'll come out with it. But it's not easy in our busy lives to read a case and think about it, come for CME. The very fact that you all come itself is a big blessing for me. Yeah.
It's blessing for us to listen to you.
Thank you. Thank you. So she was 35 years old. She was an interior designer, but she didn't like that work. So she's now working as a real estate agent. So her trouble was that from many years, 4 years, I've already written, that these cases are very new, almost May or, April kind of cases. So anyway, so since 2019, that is 4 years, she used to get once a year for 2 months. She got allergic rhinitis. But now for 1 year, she has throbbing pain in the left nostril, which radiates to the ear, in the cheeks, and the shoulders. And this is what she calls sinusitis. Okay. It also goes to the eyes and the head. Pain is mostly from 1 to 5 p.m. She feels palpitation in the nose, throat. She has nose block with dryness in the morning, better by steam inhalation. Once a month, for also few days, she feels weakness and feverishness. Then she said she gets boils on the face every day, with redness and itching, better by cold. Story was father 66, left-sided hemiplegia after stroke, DM, but he is active. Mother, diabetes, varicose veins, and sinusitis. Okay. She is 5 feet tall, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 59, quite elegant and nice, and quite smiley, not like this face. Yeah. Scalp, she used to get lots of dandruff with scales, which she doesn't like. Appetite is less. And if she is hungry, she's less, but she can't stay hungry. So she is frequently, she cannot function if she's hungry. Craving, many cravings, chocolate, sweet, sour, aversion, spicy. She smokes a little bit, 4 to 5. I suppose this kind of industry. But now she's already on the way to reducing once or twice a day. And by the time we see the follow-up, she stopped. Okay. Stools once a day, but unclear, hard. Periods, no much problem, except there's offensive with light staining, difficult to wash if she keeps it. Little bit pain, little bit lower abdomen pain with straining in the back. She was a premature child. So there was a period when she was very pessimistic, anxious person. Today she is different, she said. Anger was suppressed, but brooding was there. She's also very restless and ambitious. But now, after some treatment she took for her anxiety, she's positive and forward looking. That time she said she was brooding, she felt she was a victim, she was abandoned, no one loves me, things like that. But now, when she thinks about it, she says, Mother was started working, and so I understand everything, and that was my no wrong thinking. Now she's become practical. So patient is lives in a nice house, very fond of affection, loves hugging, kissing her family, and few friends. But she's cautious about using money because she's independent living on her own. She also feels anxiety of her own health. She says, I'm living alone. Something happens to me, nobody will know. How will I manage? So she's so young, there's no need to think of that. But she is. And when she was on anxiety, distinct treatment to get palpitation when anxious, she said, now I'm okay. Calculative in money, I told you. She likes dinners with one or two people, but not huge parties. Disciplined life, no alcohol, doesn't like loud music. She has a very scheduled time, gets up at this time, then does workout, then goes to office 9 to 6, then comes home, has dinner, and then bed. 8:30, no much outings. She does not like crowds, and she says, I live in a world of my own. She misses the companionship, especially of her family, mother. She saw a boy, but he felt very conservative. Also, she's scared of pain, birth pain. Okay. So that is her thing that she never wants to have a child. So it's going to be difficult to find a mate. Okay. So, what is her life story? 87, she was born. Father was working as a developer. Mother was working at social worker. Patient is the second child. She has a elder brother. She was super pampered, okay? Very close to her mother, very clingy, shy, timid, would hide behind mother when strangers came. Yeah, you can see this picture nicely. Yeah, she always hid behind the mother. What remedies we think of? We think of Baraita and so many shy remedies, right? Silesia, Baraita, Calcarea, magnesium, so many. So the story is this: when patient was born, mother was not working. But after, so she was in that period super pampered. But after a few years, mother started working, and suddenly the situation changed from too much pampering to no mother. And she felt abandoned and alone. Brother never felt any such thing. He would do his own thing and was okay. So only she felt. So it always is not the atmosphere which is important, because it can be the same atmosphere, two people, and two people react differently. She was super pampered, so she felt the loss, and he was always independent, so he was kind of okay. Yeah. 2006, she completed her interior designing from Pune, got a job in Mumbai, and parents continued to live in Pune with the brother and the brother, not with them. From then, 2006 to 23, that is 17 years, she's been staying alone, all by herself, and parents are in Pune. She misses the family, but there's no connect with her brother. She likes alone, independent. She worked, before in Goa. Then she came to Mumbai, and now she's at real estate, and she's quite happy working now. She never enjoyed the interior design work. So these were the investigations. Yeah. So what are you thinking now? I've told you the whole case with pictures, graphically, important things. So what would you want to give? Hello? Is the mic on? Can you share? People,
Can I?
yeah?
Looking at the case, the patient is truly belongs to her career,
Yeah.
career oriented. She wants to establish further in her life. So
Yeah.
she changes her job from architect to real estate agent, and she wants independent in her life.
Yeah.
These are two major factors which comes up in this case to me.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Oh, there was
The
something
chief
else.
complaint points to Belladonna, but the overall picture is Natramuru.
Okay. Very good. So I forgot to tell you, she had a lot of fears, huh? Childhood mein, dark, alone, and all many fears. Yeah. Okay. And I told you how she was beautiful looking, right? I told you already. Okay. What else? So why belladonna, please?
Doctor,
Doctor?
I'll just tell you 1 minute. I'll just go through.
Okay. Yes. Anybody else, please?
till then, anyone else?
Rajani is saying natramure. Okay, very good. Let me give some indications for natramure.
Yeah, Natramur, because first mother was there, she had company and everything. Later on, when mother was not, so she felt lonely
Hmm.
and
Neglected. Hmm.
neglected, lonely, and she's in her own space now.
Yeah.
She wants her own space, and even the relationships are one to one, not very social.
Yeah. Correct.
So one thing is that Dr. Gwalani and ma'am, that this patient belongs to the mineral kingdom, which we learned from the Dr. Parthasarathy.
Oh,
So,
why do you say that, Dr. Aviva? Please tell us why Mineral Kingdom.
yes, mineral kingdom, because while taking interview, there were no gesture. Hand gesture is the first indication for the plant kingdom.
Very
Third
good.
is the third animal I ruled out because she has not that selfish. She doesn't do any harm to anyone. She is not snatching something for her survival to anything. And she is obviously this career oriented. वो अपने
Yeah.
मिनरल में फिक्स्ड है कि मेरे को यही करनी है.
Yeah.
That's why I think it belongs to
And also
mineral.
discipline. She said, na, she's disciplined.
Yeah.
She has fixed time. She gets up in the morning. She has a proper schedule she follows. And
So
then,
again, that's a mineral remedy.
yeah, that's very good. So we've come to mineral. At least 1/3 our work is done. Okay, now carry on. Carry on. So many people are here. Come on, contribute something.
Belladonna was throbbing pain, and that boils were the red, angry looking.
Yeah.
That redness is a characteristic of Belladonna. Angry looking eruptions, red boils, and all that.
Yes.
So I thought that by looking at chief complaints,
Yeah.
but that mental aspect and all that, Natramur.
Yeah. Good. Very good. Okay. What else? Any other suggestions? Anybody? Anybody?
Hi, Dr. Rama. Good evening.
Anybody else?
The background childhood is the Baraita Ka Bharata as a child,
Yeah.
because she hid behind the mom and
Yeah.
shy
Yeah. Correct.
as a child. But then as life progresses, changes come.
Yeah. Anything else? Anybody else? Is Dr. Fatima there? She wants to say anything. Dr. Beena's there. Okay. Anyone else wants to say anything?
Hi, Dr. Madan. Any comments on this case, please?
Dr. Ashok?
Good afternoon, Dr. Vishpala.
Good afternoon.
Let
Tell
us listen how the people are talking about sometimes a little picture from the beginning, like Pulsatila, that she was always clinging to the mothers, but later the Pulsatila is not so visible as she was so disciplined
Yeah.
and she was self-concentrated that she want to have her own this career orientations.
Yeah.
So the Pulsatila, we cannot go on to continue
Correct.
as far as she's little bit selfish in sense of that. I don't know whether selfish is the right word for her, but she's more disciplined. How the other doctor who was telling for Belladonna, the Natram,
That's
the
why also
change.
plant kingdom gets ruled out, right? So Pansatila.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. So can we move ahead? Anybody
Please.
else?
Anyone has to put any comments, or ma'am start ahead with the
No, madam,
following the case.
continue, madam.
Okay. So, see my thoughts, okay? As a child, she had lots of fears and she was little lazy. She was beautiful and quite well groomed, I told. She liked to keep a good house, but she doesn't do herself. So we can't really take fastidious for her because she gets the servant who comes for 4 hours to do a good job. She herself doesn't do. Independence and lot of anxiety and fear about illness. Now, she's not had any problem. So, it's a little anxiety, which is little more. Okay. So I gave lot of stress on the fear, and also she's disciplined. Okay. So I gave stress on the beautiful look. I gave stress on the fears. Okay, so she's careful with money. She likes physical hugs. So again, beautiful, fast hugging. She likes few close friends, not close, but cozy also is fine. And she doesn't like crowds. And she had craving for money. So yeah, now anything? People, I've told you my crux. Anything?
Calcarea first.
So why Calcarea? Why Phos? Why not Phos only? Why not Calcarea?
Calcarea, there is a craving mud, fearful, and mainly there is a phosphorus coming prominently because there is she desire her beautiful look and
Yeah. So that is good thought. Okay. So let's go ahead, huh? So if in the reference works, in the Mac repertory, right? There is reference work. Calcarea mure. I don't know about mure. Okay. So I don't know. Manisha, you want to say why Calcarea mure? Okay. So I took this in the reference work. Nose within 3 words of irritation, in the same sentence as irritation, in the same remedy as ears, and anxiety within 3. See, if you don't understand the 3 words, forget. So I took nose irritation, irritation in the ears, anxiety of health, fear of health, fear of pain, dandruff, fear as an introvert, and she doesn't like noise and crowd. So we got 13 remedies: arsenic, calcarea, cantheris, dalcamara, kalika, lacasis, lyco, myrrh, phosphorus, thorinum, salacia, sulfur, viraco. Okay. So one, if you take, I did already my own analysis. I did the reference works. I did one more thing. I did the repertory. Okay. So I took in the repertory more things. Affectionate. I always keep 3-legged stool. Yeah. Ambition, ambitious, industry, mania for work, fear, dark, high places, alone, ghost, and order, desire for examination, strangers, health, anxiety for health, company desires, not too much company, but she desires independence, injustice she doesn't like. She said something about she doesn't like, inequality of male female. Then she likes lime and slate and clay, that mud, na? and coal and charcoal. So this is what I took. And so I get calcarea right highest. Then I get naxomica, then I get pulsar, get lycopodium, arsenic, phosphorus. So what does calcarea not cover? It covers most things except your examination. So does phosphorus cover that? It covers. So between calcarea and phosphorus, they cover everything. And the little tall and slim and good looking goes in favor of phosphorus. So that you were right, it is calcarea phos. We gave arsenic as acute just to keep. Okay. So we gave calcarea phos. What do you expect will happen? People follow up. What do you think will happen? Yes.
She will open up, start talking and being more social.
Mhm. Yeah, that is good. So what happened is 24/3, that is within the week. She said I took the medicine on day 1, day 2. We had given calcarea first, and we had given pills for cyclic pills for 7 days, and this arsenic SOS if she got any tingling. Okay, so this is our prescription on 24. 8/5 she comes to us. She's saying that it came down slowly. On 1 day, 2 days, after 1 day, 2 days, I felt, what is happening? I said, no, it can't be better. Must be something else. What can you do such small pills? Then she said, slowly it came down. By 6/5, I only had slight heaviness on the nose at level 2. Then 7th and 8th, today, nothing. The redness is 0. He said, what did you do? It is such tiny pills. What can it do? So when it happens so fast, we warned, okay? We warned that people then think, oh, it's gone, like the malaria mild. And then it comes back, they get more depressed. That, oh, God has come back. So we always like to warn them that if it returns, don't get upset. It will come occasionally and then go away. So what you have to look at is, instead of getting it every day, you're getting it once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks. And instead of the intensity being 10, it is now 5. So, and then slowly it will go away. So if it comes back, don't get upset. So what will you do now? What will you give her, please? Now I want you all to please interact, okay? That is the idea of the CME. Yeah, tell me.
Placebo.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay. So she said we gave a placebo. By 19/5, she said she continues to do well, not use the SOS. What SOS we had given?
Arsenic.
Arsenic.
Oh, but this time now she's not used arsenic. Calcarea phos did so much. So now you must give her
And
calcarea phos. So we gave her 2 powders of calcarea phos, 200. Keep it with you as an SOS. If you get it, then you use it. Okay, so yesterday we got the follow-up. She's not used any SOS. She continues to do well. She said, I don't know why I didn't listen. My friend who referred me told me so long, 1 year back, and I didn't come to you. Why did I suffer? I said, no, there is a time and place for everything, right? Whatever nimit will happen. You may think of so many things, but it doesn't happen. Now, when it's to happen, it happens. So just bask in the thing that you're better and nothing else. Okay, so very simple remedy. We can easily come to it, all of us, and we can use it. But what I want to stress now is that please, when you get improvement, don't repeat. Okay, there are a lot of people from ICR here. We have a habit of using once a week, once in 2 weeks. So try not to. We are now using less and less and less remedies. You all remember I took that platina case in that first CME, remember?
yes.
So I have now not repeated that medicine for 2 months. They've gone out of town to some nature cure because she has to get rid of her cigarette smoking. So I've given some 24 powders of Seclec to be used whenever some problem comes. And the problem came after 20 days. She started again abusing a little bit and telling her, I'll never see you again. When we go back, I don't want to see you again. So mother called, very anxious. I said, no, you just give more of the SOS, okay? So give it once a day or if required twice a day. So now we have finished almost 1.5 months and they are going to come back today. In fact, they are coming back today. I'll see them tomorrow or something. And yeah, so this is how, because we had given, remember, we had given till 10M platina. So this is how we have to hold on. Because the mother gets so anxious, so just say it will not go, it will come. Every little time it will come. Bombay, once we go there, it'd be so worse. But see, she managed 1.5, 2 months without, yeah, we did it in our first CME, right? Second CME is the third. So 2 months and plus, we have not repeated. Plus, she has had only few episodes, 3, 4, 5 episodes, and not so severe. She comes down also fast, but the episodes are there. So naturally, the mother is still worried. We have to go back to Bombay. And what if it all comes back? No, it won't come. I'm still not giving her anything but placebo. This I want to stress, okay? This is what I want to stress.
Now, question from me.
Yeah,
What could be the intercurrent medicine in this case?
no intercurrent. If the remedy works and nothing is required, no intercurrent.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. When a remedy works, we keep our intercurrents ready. We keep our SOSs also ready. But we have to use them when the indication comes.
All right, thank you.
Okay, now we're going to do another case, second case, which is also a very interesting case. I'm going to tell you the whole case because I didn't post it because I don't know how much you'll read, but 2 would be too much. 1 I can do. Okay, so case 2. So this lady lives in Canada, right? And she's 60 years old. And she came to us because her sister is a patient for 10 years. Patient has visited her sister in Mumbai after 4 years. I told the patient, our old patient, why did you bring her now to me? He said, I also didn't know, doctor. We talk on the phone 5 minutes. I didn't come to know that it was so bad. So what was so bad? Depression. Desire not to do anything. She wants to be alone. She wants to not even be with her husband and daughter, only alone. And all happened after death of the son. And she says, if anybody pressurizing me to something I don't want to do, I feel this choking, suffocation in the chest and cough. I just want to run away and stay alone. I was always quiet, no parties and all, but now to even more. I like to paint, listen to music a little bit. And she also has constipation. She used to pass only once in 4 days, now takes Dalcolex every day, so passes. Felt tightness in the stomach if somebody pressure. Headache once in 15 days for 2 better sleep, better dark, better no noise, better covering head. Even if too much heat, then also gets headache. Hammering, eyes are heavy, can't even open them. She hates the sun in the morning. Her sister told me that she's full dark. And slowly, every hour, I have to open the curtain little bit. She takes 4 hours before the light can come in. Then she feels tingling in the wrist and vertigo 10 times a day for 2-3 seconds. She turns the head, suddenly she'll get vertigo. Mother died 14 due to cirrhosis of liver without drinking. Poor thing. And diabetes. Father died soon after, shock because of mother. Yeah, you can see something resonating. She is tall, 5 feet 4 inches, normal height means 60 kilos, hair fall after some death. Now it has come down a bit. And pica palonica she had before when it stuck to the head. She had fungus in the nail, better by local. Perspiration profuse, hair roots stuck to the head. She feels it is offensive and stains grayish. Appetite is more when she's stressed. She says, I have no hunger, but I eat a lot. It makes me feel better. Thirst is little less, 1 to 1.5. salt she likes, aversion to milk and sleep. She took melatonin. Now she does not. Dreams are she's surrounded by enemies and she's angry and hitting them, but they are not hurt, they are laughing. So she feels very helpless, which is her situation today in life also, right? She got her periods 11, menopause in 21, 9 she had polyps and all that, had to sleep on plastic. There was so much bleeding, lot of pain, then all. Since then, menses regular 5/30 and slight scale. She had uterine collapse, but by the time she realized that she had already conceived. Then second pregnancy also went. Then second pregnancy, she got a stitch and then she had two babies. So she had 4 pregnancies and 2 full-term babies. Anger, suppressed and now not controlled. She's in shock even after 4 years after son died in an accident. He was a bike rider, okay? He belonged to this group of bike riders. So weeping easily, consolation aggravate. No fears before, was a tomboy. And as a child, she never liked girl games or gossiping. Very perfectionist, very organized, very introverted, reserved, secretive, so on. She was born in maternal grandmother's house in Calcutta, only born. Father was in a small town in Maharashtra, that's where she went. Father doing a job, huge joint family. 2 paternal uncles unmarried, Dadi was a widow. So mother did all the work, she had no time for us. She had to even cook non-veg for us, veg for grandmother. And so, yeah, then 1965 brother was born, so more work. She got married in 70, her uncle separated. So they became nuclear family with only that dad. I was a tomboy, TT, district level badminton. Then in 78, 79, she said some suicidal thought. We asked about it. She said, let's not go over there. So you can make out that she is quite secretive. I tried to do something, but then somebody called out to me and I stopped and then never did it again, never tried again. Then she wanted to do fine arts, but brother had to do engineering and brother, boy is boy. So very expensive, family couldn't afford. So I had to do BSc and then BA. And she took a job and then did my BS simultaneously. I did not want to marry actually because I'd seen so many friends' husband cheating and all. But 91, which is quite late, she married because boys said good boy, parents said good boy from Calcutta. So, you know, in a big city, you may get exposure. He was from Canada, but nothing of the sort happened. You like art and painting, you may get exposure. Husband also married late because he didn't want to earlier get married. 2 sisters-in-law already married. So they had 2 friends. It's a very funny story. They had 2 friends, the sisters, who lived next door. So the sisters who were married, they said, please look after my parents. They stay next door. So the girls quickly, happily shifted here into their house. So and they became the authority in the house. So they kept a cook for them and for the parents, but not for patient, her husband and her son. She had to cook separately for them. Even washing powder, they would measure and give. Yeah. Can you see? Measure and give. If I complain to my husband, he said, but this is your house. You just do what you want. But she said he didn't know. He was away at office. He was so dominating and shouted and scolded. So I just bowed down to them. That period, she felt very suffocated. Okay. And completely not in control. 92 daughter was born. But that time in-laws used to go to their daughter in Canada. And these 2 girls, what they did, they removed the maids also. So now that nobody else was there, in-laws went, Suddenly she got some courage and patient took control. She did all the work because they removed the maid, which means that she had to do the work. So she did all the work and did not allow them to do single work, single anything, not give them food also. So finally, they were perforce shifted back to their own house, which was next door. Then in-laws, of course, came back. 2000, mother-in-law passed away. So anyway, meantime, husband said, let's also shift to Canada. Father-in-law stayed back with the housekeeper. The Canada also, she had to do hard work because husband was busy finding job, an odd job. She also did odd job, managed the house. So it was busy, but that she was used to. 13 to 19, that is for 6 years. She would come for 6 months here, Calcutta, 6 months Canada. And in those 6 months, because that father-in-law was alone, na? So, and her parents also alone. So she would do breakfast with them, with the father-in-law, then go to parents' house, do lunch and snacks, and come back and have dinner with the father. So she did this for 6 years. Even after her parents died, because father-in-law. So 14, mother died. She said she was aging, so not so much this thing, but of her father was very grieved and he fell ill quickly and then he also died. The parents have gone, but she continued after 15 to 19 till father-in-law. Now father-in-law also died in 19 and son also. He was a motorbike fiend. Okay. He at a crossing, actually it was nothing he was doing wrong. He was in a slow thing, signal had just started and the car took the wrong, another car. He didn't see the signal and it took a turn. And actually they were at very slow speeds. But since he was on a motorbike, that he got accident and he died. And then now every year at that junction, this whole motorbike group, they come, they go over there and they, in that time also, all of them came, some 400 people, I believe. And the traffic was all stopped for a long time, And this they do every year. They go there and then of course that motorbike was also kept there for some, 1 week. Then somebody brought it to her and it's in her house. So this was the shock. Okay. This was the shock. It was unbelievable. The police coming, knocking, verifying those last rites. And now also today, if she sees not his car, his kind of car or the color trigger, I will cry sometimes for 10 minutes, but sometimes for hours if I'm not. Daughter lives close by. She's not married. She left 1 year after the son died. She feels she should not have, but I don't want to tell her because she wanted to be independent. All were shattered, but now they have moved on and she is the only one who is stuck in the same place. She said, I'm proud of my son, that he got moksha. But I feel that touch, he was the only one to hug me and that touch is missing. I know he's in good hands. His own guru came to do the last rite. So I know he has got moksha. I should be happy that he chose me to be his mother. He was the only one so concerned about me in the house. He'll always say, Mom, you look after all. What about you? Look after yourself. Okay? So that was the story. So what is the crux? I can put so many symptoms, na? Fastidious, caring, this, that, da, 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 da. But I'm asking you, what is the crux?
The crux is the grief. The grief.
Grief, yes, very
Yes,
important.
that is the main thing, grief.
So that is the main thing. So what do you want to do with the grief?
Acute होगा तो ignatia देने का.
हाँ, हाँ.
जब भी means, and because they're saying for 4 years that grief is still, fresh.
Yes,
So
Rajni.
first acute dose ignatia देके then follow with natrimony.
Okay, very good. So we have an important remedies in our Materia Medica, which is grief, which is sadness, which is long lasting grief. So you would come to natural mood. Very good. Okay, so now what do you think I did? Hmm? Any idea? No, I didn't
And
do
she had that suppressed anger also, which the way her sister-in-laws
yeah,
behaved. So that will be still lying internally, na?
yeah.
So that also has to be kept in mind.
In mind. But right now we should do only with the effect of the grief and how it has left her for 4 years crying and crying. She cried whole 1 hour, whatever, 1.5
So
hours.
Ignatia is first thing which we have to give her and control her acute grief.
Right. So that is what my whole team wanted to do. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So they were so shocked. And they shouted at me and said, you always do what you want. No. So why did I not do that? Hmm?
Dr. Vishpala,
Yes.
uh, I need to have some comments,
Hmm.
if you allow me to
Tell
see
me.
the whole case, not only question of. It's very right. All the doctors are. We are focused to the grief. Certainly, the
Hmm.
grief is long lasting. Not only the
Yeah.
first instant.
Yeah.
If we take this grief
Yeah.
and if we take the responsibility, and
Yeah.
especially the spirituality of this woman, she is very responsible woman as a mother.
Yeah.
When she said she is so contented and she is proud to be a mother of the son,
Yeah.
as she is feeling so spiritual in that the potency of the spirituality, being a mother, being so responsible,
Hmm.
and plus this death of the son, and previous death even was there also on the initial time when you read it. So it is certainly a very deep grief, but at the time to be a very responsible, and the grief when the other two ladies came to her house, and she sheltered her house being very strong, and she was very keeping the father, coming to the father, giving all the food and being responsible word. I should insist that is Natrum Muriaticum, not Ignatia in sense of that, because Ignatia was supposed to be given on the first instant. Is there that will help us to
So
bring
that's what
out.
we said, followed by Natramur,
No,
Yeah.
certainly. But uh, certainly we can follow this our system to give first dose of Ignatia, that will
Yeah,
other
exactly.
things
One
will
more
come
than
and will be cleared. But she's already cleared, you know. It's not needed that we should give the Ignatia in sense to be more clear for the Natrum Muriaticum, but the picture is very clear of Natrum Muriaticum, that she is so responsible, being spiritual, and many griefs are there. Not only the son, it's
Hmm.
also a grief that she was being treated very badly by the other two ladies, and she shunted out being responsible. So
Yeah.
I will prefer to give her a one right dose of little bit more potency, higher potency, not very low, of Natrum Muriaticum.
Okay. Very good. I like all these arguments. Very good. Okay. So I gave her what? Tan
Excuse me, before you start, ma, there are Dr. Hetal Mehta. She says responsible fighter, high-spirited, griefs and suppressions. She has not mentioned doctor any medicine, but previously there is one sunshine, some doctor. She says she is ambitious, patient, domination, strong, and cowardly. So she mentions Staphysagra. These are the comments in the snap box, chat box. So go ahead now.
Yeah.
Open suspense.
Okay. Done. Okay. Now open sesame. Yeah. Open. Okay. So I gave her Cygnus.
Never heard before. Arre
So
Baba.
I gave Cygnus on day 1 and Cygnus 1M on day 2. Because this is such a, as Dr. Ashok said, that we have to go a little higher, because this is now old grief, 4 years and continuing grief. Yeah. So you can't keep too much lower. So 200 I gave today and 1M tomorrow, because I like to do that because I don't want any.
You would like to learn this remedy.
Yes. So now we are going to do this remedy. Okay. So what is Cygnus? Cygnus? Cygnus is a swan, and these two swans, what is so different? Okay, I could have given Ignitia, not a issue. Okay, I could have given Natramure, again, not a issue. But the thing is, if Ignitia would definitely help, at least 20-30% would help, no problem. And then if I give Cygnus, I never know whether Ignitia is working or Cygnus is working. So I said, I know that will help, but I want to give Cygnus. What is there? She's tried for 4 years. She can try for 4 years, 1 week, 2 weeks, no more. But let me first give this remedy, because they are soulmates. And when one dies, the other almost cannot live. That much they are soulmates. Mostly it is for husband, but here she said, my son, so close. I touch also, I miss his touch. I miss his caring, right? So soulmate can be husband, son, wife, anybody. I think so. So let us learn the remedy. Anyway, first we'll do the follow-up. So within 3 days, 4 days, she said cough is L7, not coming like every minute. Her crying is already 30-40% better. She said, I feel now alive, and you are going to be my godmother. She said, I don't feel heavy all the time. And she was supposed to leave for Dubai, but I specifically asked her to stay a few more weeks here so that we can get a proper picture, proper follow-up. And then, so she said, my medicine is over. She thought, 3-4 days, she thought. So I gave a placebo again. Not again, placebo. 7th day, everything is 0. Coughing due to the breathlessness is not there. Food in the windpipe or eating not there. Constipation is better. Headache is better, not there. Tingling in fingers not there. Don't feel like interacting. She said, now I'm going. She yesterday, in fact, when we spoke to her, she was at the sport day with her nephew. She has put on weight. She has already put on. That we'll have to wait. Hair loss is gone, and mood swings are much better. Blood pressure is better. So this is only day 7. Okay, that is all the follow-up we have. But I felt it was so good that I had to share this case with you. And also I wanted to teach you this new remedy. Okay, so now we are going to do the remedy. So in the proving of Cygnus, which are swans, several of the provers felt a profound sense of grief relating to the death of a loved one, uncontrolled weeping, a feeling of emptiness in the heart and chest, and immense feelings of love. I feel like I've cried the tears of a lifetime in one day. So here are the 2 swans. Gardening, getting overwhelmed by massive sadness. Having a shower, I felt overwhelming grief for my father or how I miss him. This is all the proving. No? The grief felt more not just missing him as a father or son, but as a soulmate. So as a soul, he was not there. I knew he's gone to a good place, she said, no? But I miss his touch. I miss his caring. I miss his presence. I miss his smell. I miss everything about it. I just cried and cried with grief. I felt sensation of overwhelming love for everyone and mankind, and opening the heart. These are provings, not our patient. Feel color emerge into life instead of the black and white severity. She said, nah, I feel alive. It's important to note that most whooper swans are made for life. They are the most loyal, monogamous, animals going. Putting all this together, quite clear that Cygnus is impatient by experiencing the loss of someone with whom they have a deep soul connection. Soul connection. Swans are creatures which have only one partner for entire life. They mate with the same partner till the bond is broken, either because of death or if any partner gets killed or made. They are purely the symbol of true love. जब दोनों में से एक सोलमेट छोड़ के चला जाता है तो दूसरा का जीना मुश्किल हो जाता है. Profound sadness. आंसू रुकते ही नहीं. अकेला रह गया मैं. ये दुख भरा जीवन वो नहीं संभाल सकता, दुख अकेलेपन की ये यातनाएं हद से ज्यादा हो गई. I can't live alone. I can't live without him. I'm just crying and crying. Every little thing reminds me of him. Somebody mentions his name, I cry. I see his shirt, I cry. I see the color of his car, I cry. I see his motorbike, I cry. So cannot handle things anymore, wants to throw off the weight, overwhelmed by stress and wants desire support. Delusion chest is full of tears. So this can be next step, maybe ignitia, many steps ahead, maybe natramure, we don't know. Clairvoyance, hears ringing of telephone before it rings. Delusion is separated from soul. Why big swan separated from soulmate, child or partner? Now the guilt is, how could I be so indifferent in my care for my beloved? Did I make any mistakes? Did I do anything wrong? That's always weighing, right? Just like a fish, no? The fish leaves the eggs in a stream of water, find its destiny. It can be so much unconcerned. Just like an oyster close to my own world, that is his guilt. Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I not care? Long rigid neck helps the cygnus to fly and make a musical sound while flying. This shows the strongest affinity with their partner. Even when the swan dies, his body releases again that noise rhythmically. So making a sound, there is a thing, swan song. Swan song. I don't know if you all are all familiar with this. Swan song. Means even when dying, you can hear the song. This is their song forever. That kind of a song. So we have this famous Jagjit Singh, right? When his son died. एक आह बरी होगी हमने तो सुनी होगी जाते जाते तुमने. Rachini, sing with me. आवाज तो दी होगी हर वक्त
आवाज
दी
हर
होगी.
वक्त यही है गम, उस वक्त कहाँ थे हम, कहाँ तुम चले गए,
कहाँ तुम
चले
चले
गए.
very nice song. Huh? Very nice. We sang it very badly. We are sorry, but it is a very nice song.
Mentally prepared, others will sung it well.
Now she is left alone in the world, forsaken. This cannot handle by me. I cannot take the weight of the grief. I cannot handle any more. I want to throw off the weight. I want to only tears, full of tears, anger over past events. Finally, she goes into a state of indifference. She wants to do nothing. Now she doesn't want to even paint or sing or music. ना जीने की इच्छा है ना कुछ करने का मन. Please remember, it is not, there are two Cygnus, Cygnus Viveki and Cygnus. They are not opposite, but they are different. So just remember, this is Cygnus. So loses its voice after grief, voice gone, nothing left, only tears. Staying silent is the same as dying. So Cygnus is just living as if she's dead already. Okay? Feels himself a failure. And when somebody inspires them, like today she feels that, I am going to be her godmother or help her, then she feels relieved. Yeah? Now she doesn't want to be left alone in the world. So, yes, sirs, thank you. Thank you for letting me finish.
Excellent remedy. Thank you.
Thank you,
First
ma'am.
time I heard.
Ma'am, the chat box are full with your thanking, very nice explanations and gratitude, ma'am, and so many things on and on and on. Thank you, all of you, and we really enjoyed your company. Please participate next coming month, CME 3rd Saturday. Please book now. Thank you so much. Dr. Gwalani, I'm really happy to
Yeah,
see
thanks.
you.
My pleasure, dear.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
learned a new remedy.
Yes.
And such a lovely
you, madam.
remedy to think
Thank
of
you so
it.
much.
Mm. Yeah.
Dr. Vishpala,
Yes.
I must say thank you very much. Must say thank you very much because it's not only we really discussed all together, and the remedy was really fantastic how you demonstrate.
Not heard
Thank you
before.
very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The case was excellent.
Yeah.
Case was excellent. Thank you.
Excellent remedy with a lovely song also.
Yes, yes.
Wow, that was a good relationship.
Brought many things together for our company together, discussing
Yes,
together.
yes. Thank
And
you so much.
song brought us more
See, even
together.
actually, we can even think if we have any connection. I had a connection, Jagmeet Singh. He did a program for our Palghar hospital, but
Oh.
he's gone now. But his wife, na, she gave up singing.
Chitra.
Chitra, yeah.
And maybe we can give her also after so many years also sickness. If any connection is there, let us know so we can give that remedy to her.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
So fantastic. Thank you. Have a great Sunday tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.